Hi, welcome back. I'm Allison. This is Wonder Crochet. I love doing free pattern roundups, and after my fall pattern roundup and my Halloween one, I had so many requests for a Christmas pattern roundup, and this video will be coming out on November 1st, so that'll give you just about 2 months to work on these projects. So whether you celebrate Christmas or you're doing a holiday market or maybe looking for gifts for other people, this list of 25 free crochet patterns has a little bit of something for everyone. The bulk of these patterns are Amigurumi patterns, so cute plushies like all of these, but I also included several blanket patterns and ornaments and sweaters, so there's a little bit of everything. And if you're watching this and you don't yet know how to crochet, don't worry, it's not too late to learn this year. I have a full online course and I'll link that in the description. It teaches you from the very beginning how to crochet cute plushies like these and how to do it well. So I have on my Peanuts Christmas sweater and I have on fluffy Christmas socks. So I'm ready to go with this list. Let's jump in. As always, I have my list here and it's also in the description if you'd like to follow along and give these really talented creators some love. I'll go through the Amigurumi patterns first, then move into ornaments, then blankets, then sweaters. For the very first pattern, I'm just gonna start off with the self promo so we can move on from it, because the first pattern is mine and it's this Grinch plush. I designed this cute grumpy plush last year and I have a full YouTube tutorial for it as well. So if you're a visual learner, then you can follow along that way. But it's honestly a really easy pattern, great for beginners because you can follow along with the video. And this was actually my most popular plush to sell last year. I think I made 6 of them and I think I'm gonna sell a few more this year as well because they work up pretty quickly, and who doesn't want this cute cranky guy in their house? I like to use mine as cute decor around the holidays, and when my niece and nephew come over, they love to play with him. So that's number 1, is our free Grinch plush. This next pattern is by my friend Amy, Curious Papaya, and it's this dress up snowman. This is so cute because you can make it however you want, or if you want to make the different clothing pieces. It makes a great gift for a dress up toy for kids too, but I feel like this would be another great one that would sell well at holiday markets, especially if you make a few different versions with different hats and scarves, and I feel like it would really appeal to anyone. Amy has a lot of really great patterns on her blog, so go check those out too. Our next pattern is from Chia Crafts, and it's this nativity scene. So if you like to put a nativity scene under your tree, it would be really neat to create your own. This would also make a good gift for others as well. I know my mom would love a handmade nativity scene. But Chia Crafts has so many great patterns of different characters and humans, and a lot of them are free. So definitely check out her Ravelry because I'm sure you'll find something that you like there. These 3 patterns are free as part of the nativity set, but there is a larger nativity set that is a paid download on her page, and that includes some expansions like an ox, a donkey, a shepherd, sheep, little angels. So if you want to make a full set, then I would check out that expansion as well. Our next Amigurumi pattern is this deer plush, which is so cute, so huggable. Also, if you made this with like a larger blanket or chenille yarn, it would be huge. And I think that would look really cute sitting on your couch around the holidays. But this one is by Grace and Yarn, and her patterns are also great for beginners. They're really detailed and easy to follow along. And once again, this would make a great gift for little ones. Pattern number 5 is this adorable angel plush by Lulu Loop. It's one of those patterns where you can make it your own. You can change the hair color, skin color, dress color, anything that you want. And I also think that this would look so cute on top of your Christmas tree. So I definitely want to make one of these for my tree because my angel on top of the tree is kind of falling apart. All those years of pulling her in and out of storage just didn't age her well. So I think I'm going to make one of these for myself. And Lulu Loop is another blog that has a lot of human patterns. So lots of characters and just the cute little Amigurumi style. Our next pattern is this Santa Claus plush, and this is by Jess Huff. Jess Huff is known for having so many really great free Amigurumi patterns, like so many. Definitely check her blog out. And this pattern is so detailed. I especially love the hair on the beard, and I feel like that would be really fun to crochet as well. And this pattern does use worsted weight yarn, so if you're going to use a fluffier yarn, it will come out very large, but I think that would be really cute. So that's pattern number 6. Santa Claus. Pattern number 7 is this elf amigurumi, and this is by Loops and Love Crochet. I love that there are 2 different versions of it, and it reminds me of the movie Elf, I think, just from the outfit. This is a pattern that I'm definitely going to make for decor for my house this season. I'd love to make one of each of these to just sit on the mantle with their cute long legs hanging down. I think it would make really cute home decor. And if you're looking to make this one as a gift, you can customize it to maybe look like whoever you want to give it to. too. I know I would like that. Patterns 8 and 9 are both by a menagerie of stitches. And if you've watched my other pattern roundups, I always mentioned Lauren. I think because when I learned how to crochet, I started with her patterns, so they always feel comfortable to me. And if you want a well-written, beginner-friendly pattern, definitely check hers out. So number 8 is this really cute little Christmas mouse. This one is just adorable, and I love that it includes patterns for a hat and a scarf too. The finished plush only ends up being about 5 inches tall with worsted weight yarn. So this would be one that works well with larger yarns as well. So if you used like a parfait chunky yarn, then your plush would probably be about this size. So it'd be good for holiday markets and gifts as well. Our next pattern is pattern number 9, and it's also a menagerie of stitches. This is actually a 4-in-1 pattern, so it's these Christmas bunnies. And if you've watched my other pattern roundups, she creates these different dressed up bunnies for different holidays and seasons, and there's so many different ones and they're all really cute. So this one includes a Santa bunny, a reindeer, a Christmas tree, and a snowman. So it's definitely something for everyone. Personally, I love the snowman one because the carrot nose just like sticks out over the scarf, and I just think it's really cute. So that's pattern number 9, the Christmas bunnies. We have just 3 more amigurumi patterns before I move on to our ornaments. And this next one is by Eliza's Crochet, and it's this little gingerbread man. Once again, this one only ends up being about 5 inches if you use worsted weight yarn. So it would be a really great size in the fluffier yarns too. But he's just so cute with the little bow tie and the icing on the head. Let me know if you like gingerbread men or if you even like the taste of gingerbread. Personally, I really like it. Although I'm gluten-free now, maybe I can find a gluten-free recipe for gingerbread. I didn't even think about that. Well, this plush is gluten-free, so I could just make this instead. So that's number 10, the gingerbread man. Okay, I lied. This is actually our last amigurumi pattern before we move on to the ornament patterns. And this is Jeffrey the Eggnog by Not Bad. Once again, I include Vincent's patterns in all of these. He has a free pattern for just about everything, so definitely go check out his blog. But I thought that this eggnog was so cute. And you know, I was just talking with Mr. Wonder Crochet about eggnog. Bear with me, I won't ramble on. I think that it gets a bad rep because of the name, because eggnog is just not an attractive name, let's be honest. But it's a pretty tasty drink. So if they called it something like a vanilla sweet cream, everyone would like it. But because it's called eggnog, people seem to hate on it. I'm telling you, we're rebranding eggnog this year. Anyway, this pattern is really cute. If you wanted to make like a hot chocolate one too and just change the colors, or any other type of holiday drink, it's a great pattern for that. So that's number 11, Jeffrey the Eggnog. And now we're moving into our ornament patterns, and I have 5 of these, although honestly, when I was searching for these patterns, I found hundreds of ornament patterns. So if you want to make lots of ornaments for your tree, definitely do a search on Google, Ravelry, you'll find a ton. Our first one is this Christmas tree ornament, because why wouldn't you want to have a Christmas tree hanging on your Christmas tree? I really like the look of these with the different colored yarn weaved in for the lights and the star on top. It's really cute. And again, if you wanted to make it bigger, make it with plushy yarn, then it would turn out to be a nice size plush and not just an ornament. But that's our first ornament, the Christmas tree. Our next ornament is probably my favorite winter treat. It's the hot chocolate ornament. This one's so cute, and it has the little swirl in there, which really just adds something to the pattern. Oh, and this is by Stitch by Faye. She has a ton of cute free patterns. I feature her in just about every one of these as well. But I love that the hot chocolate cup looks like Santa, and it's just really creative. Number 14 is another pattern by Not Bad. This isn't exactly an ornament. It is, but it would be a little big to hang on your tree. And it's these jumbo jingle ornaments. And this is more of an ornament crochet plush than it is something to hang on your tree, but I think it still counts. So if you want a cute, squishy, jumbo ornament plush, this is definitely a really cute one to check out. And then pattern number 15 is another one by Not Bad. And this is actually a 3-in-1. So it's 3 different ornaments, and they're all spheres with the added details on them, which is more of like an authentic ornament. But there's a penguin, there's a little Christmas pudding, and a cute little tree too. So these will go really well as a set. If you wanted to sell them or gift them as a set, I think it would be a big hit. Our 16th free pattern is our last ornament pattern, and it's just this classic snowflake by Yarnspirations. So if you don't know, Yarnspirations is the company that makes Bernat yarn. So if you use Bernat blanket, Bernat velvet, and they have lots of other yarns as well. They also have a ton of free patterns on their website where they link the yarn that they used in those patterns. So it's pretty convenient if you're especially new to crochet and you don't know what yarn to use. It's all right there on these patterns. So you can click and add it to your cart and use it for all these patterns that they have. But this one will look really pretty on your tree. I think especially if you have white lights on your tree, this would really stand out. Thinking about getting a pink tree for the craft room and crocheting all the ornaments on it. So let me know if you think that I should do that or if it's too large of an undertaking. But if I do, I'll definitely make all these ornament patterns. Our next 4 patterns are for my blanket lovers. And this first one is this plaid Christmas blanket. And this is also from Yarnspirations. The colors just flow so well on these. I always feel like the red and green combo for Christmas is a strange combination. But when you put them together like this, it looks so pretty. And I especially love the fringe at the end too. And this pattern actually uses Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So if you're looking for a blanket pattern that you can use value yarn on, this is a great one. And if you're wondering from my last roundup if I finished my fall blanket, no, I didn't. Let's move on. This next pattern is a vintage Christmas tree truck blanket. And this is by Left in Knots. It's really cute. And think how nice that would look draped over your couch. This is a C to C pattern, so corner to corner crochet. So if you've never done that before, this is actually a great pattern to start because they have a full video tutorial and they have one for right-handed crocheters and left-handed crocheters. So they really did the most in making this pattern accessible to everyone. So maybe if this is your first blanket pattern, it's a great one to start. This next free blanket pattern is pattern number 19 on our list. So we're almost done. And it's this Christmas lights blanket. This is by Krista Co Design. And it's just so creative with the different colored lights just weaving through the blanket. It also gives me Stranger Things vibes. So technically, if you wanted to add some letters to this blanket too, it could be a Stranger Things blanket as well. And what I really love about this pattern is these little different colored lights. It's a great way to use up scrap yarn if you have any, so you don't have to go out and buy all these different colors. Or if you wanted to make all the lights the same color as well, you can absolutely do that. Our last blanket is this Christmas hexagon blanket, and this is by Life and Yarn. So this is kind of like a granny square blanket, but you make a bunch of hexagons instead. I'm currently working on a hexagon cardigan, and I personally think it's really easy because they're a little bit bigger than granny squares, so I feel like it doesn't take as long to make, even though it's probably about the same time. And the nice thing about a pattern like this is it's easy to change the size. So if you want to make it bigger or smaller, you can make more or less hexagons and really do any colors that you want as well. So that's number 20, our hexagon blanket. And you know that I couldn't do a free pattern roundup without including something from TL Yarn Crafts. And for this, it's this gorgeous pattern by Tony, the Solstice Tree Skirt. I especially love the combinations of the 2 different materials of yarn to really give it that cozy holiday look. So as always, check out Tony's blog, tons of great patterns on there, cardigans, afghans, all kinds of cute stuff. And we're down to our last 4 patterns. So these are actually all sweater patterns. So if you want to make a cute or ugly Christmas sweater, I found these 4 to be really cute. So the first one is this Snoopy sweater, and this is actually a YouTube tutorial. So this is Crochet by Bev, and as you can tell, big Peanuts and Snoopy fan. So I had to include this really cute sweater in here. I looked through the tutorial as well. It's really well done, easy to follow along. So if you're a fellow Snoopy fan like me, definitely check this one out. And number 21 is another sweater, and this is by Repeat Crafter Me, and she calls it the Christmas ugly sweater, but I'll be honest, I think it's really cute with a little gingerbread on the front, and it has a pocket for holding things. So really, if you wanted to crochet it and have the pocket hold your crochet hooks and stitch markers and stuff while you work on other things, I think that would be perfect. She has it hold candy canes if you went to an ugly sweater party and you were able to hand those out. It's just fun, good conversation starter. Our last 2 free sweater patterns are both by Hobie, the yarn brand. I've really been enjoying their yarns lately, especially the chenille yarns. I'll link the yarn that I use by Hobie in the description too. But this first pattern by them is the Johanna sweater pattern. It's just a cute, simple red and green tree pattern with a gold star on top. So this is another C to C pattern. So if you like doing corner to corner crochet, then this will be a fun one to try. And if you want to make it a little bit more into an ugly sweater, you can add pom-poms or maybe even some bells on there. I think that would be really fun. And the last pattern is another sweater by Hobie, and it's this Christmas lights pattern. So a little bit like the Christmas lights blanket, but in sweater form. And this is another one where you can choose whatever colors you want for the Christmas lights, which I think is so fun. If you want to do them all the same color or just 2 different colors, I think alternating red and green lights would look really pretty too. And they use the bobble stitch to make the different lights, so you definitely don't have to sew all those on, which would be a lot. So those were all 25 of our free Christmas crochet patterns. Let me know if you found a pattern that you like from this, or maybe if you've made any of them already, and I'll keep you updated on everything that I make from this list as well. So make sure you give me a follow over on Instagram to see all of my new projects and fun over there. And of course, let me know what type of pattern roundup you want to see next, or any other types of videos. I love going off of your suggestions like this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.